The Connecticut Epilepsy Advocate was formed as an alternative organization to make more people more aware about epilepsy. Joining me now is Robert Fiore, the president and founder. Welcome back to Connecticut Style. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me back.
Tell me what the mission is here.
The mission of Connecticut Epilepsy Advocate is to help more people become aware about epilepsy. We do everything we can to help people with epilepsy, their family members, and their friends.
Now, why did you start the organization?
I have epilepsy since birth. It was discovered when I was 9 months old. And there's not enough resources out there. There's so many organizations that are set in a particular format, and that's fine, that's what they do. But more independent organizations like ours have come around because you set what you want to do, what your focus is, and you work around that. And being small and independent, we cover a wide range of things.
Great. And how many people does this affect in Connecticut?
In Connecticut, it's 60,000 people. In America, it's 3 million, and around the world, 50 million.
Wow, so it affects a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what's the biggest issue, I suppose, that you're trying to target here?
I really can't say there's one big one. There are so many. People can't afford medication. There's service dogs. Depending on where you go, it's a service dog, a seizure alert dog. We're looking at the veterans now. I believe in the Hartford area, there's those Fidelco guide dogs. And our organization would love to know if there's a veteran that has epilepsy and they need that dog, we would help pay for part of that. We can't afford to pick up the whole tab, but definitely we wouldn't mind helping that person.
And while you're talking about services, tell me some more services that you do provide.
We do any kind of research we can. There was a woman down in the Stamford area. She needed help finding a doctor and getting transportation. She also needed a medical alert bracelet like you see me wearing here. And so we did all the footwork for her. So people can contact you. You're absolutely a helping hand, I would suppose, right? Well, yeah, you could look at it that way. We try.
Tell me about the TV show you started. This seems kind of cool.
Yeah, we figured that there's so many venues out there between Facebook and Twitter and Blog Talk Radio, but to be a little bit different, went to a public access channel, was invited there, and it's like, come on, Bob, take the class.
All right.
So it's a 14-week class, put it together, and then you have to start from scratch with your own production, and you know what that's like.
Oh, that's a process.
Yeah, it took about 16 hours, and
wow.
you do how many hours a day, and then you keep coming back. And you have to set up your theme music, your frames, everything in the background, what you want to focus on. So last year we taped 12 shows in 5 months.
And it's all about epilepsy awareness?
Yeah, exactly. So we had one doctor there, but we had patients with epilepsy, and when they tell these stories, you're learning it firsthand, and it's heart-wrenching.
Well, can we see this? I'd love to see this.
Sure.
Your hard work.
Thanks. You can go to our website, www.ct-ea.org, and you'll see the tag there for Epilepsy Stories. The TV show is there. And also, most of what we produce is also on YouTube.
Great. Bob, tell me about Strike Out Epilepsy.
Strike Out Epilepsy is an event we've had. This is the second time we're having it. It'll be held at Milford Lanes in Milford. And what we're trying to do is just make a fun day of that and still make people aware about epilepsy.
Great, and let's put all the information up on the screen so people can mark their calendars, as you said. Strike Out Epilepsy is Sunday, April 22nd from noon to 3 in Milford Lanes. Entry fee is $30 per person, but you're having a fun game out of this too,
yeah,
right? And all the money's going to a good cause.
Thank you, yeah.
And for more information, go to ct-ea.org. Bob, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, stay with us.